All right. Welcome, everyone, to the next episode of this monthly sort of recap series. This is the third one for the month of March that just ended. Um, I do have a January and a February video. So go check those out if you haven't seen those. But this is the one for the month of March. And the month of March here was expected to be a good one. So we'll see how it turned out. So let's get right to it. Gonna try and keep this video a little shorter than it was last time, but we'll see what happens. So let's get right into it. March recap. So we'll start up here. We're gonna do a channel update quick. Look at what our estimates were, see if we beat those or not. Set some ones for the April, and then look at some of my other financial goals for the rest of this year and see my progress on those. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right to it. So first, the channel update. I guess just for right now, Shaogai Shinro and this series is really all I have going right now. But something might pop up, but nothing planned at the moment. So probably just going to be this and Shaogai Shinro at the current moment. So with that being said, Shaogai Shinro 30, I guess update on that is probably more bad news, I guess. Just haven't had much time to work on it lately. It's probably only about 20% edited, which is definitely, I wanted to be a lot further along by this point. But so that is probably going to delay it quite a bit. But I should have some more time, hopefully coming up soon, to start working on it more. So hopefully that kind of picks back up. But yeah, I'd say I've got quite a ways to go still with the editing on that. So could be a while before that comes out, but should be a good tournament. So that's really all I have to say for this channel update. That's really about it. So let's look at sort of our predictions, the estimates that we had for this month that we made at the end of February. You can go back and look in that February recap video where I made these estimates for this month. So let's take a look at what we predicted, and then we'll compare to the actual results. So for my passive income, I predicted a 3.3% increase up to our approximately $420, which would be about an $8 all-time high record. So definitely kind of a bounce back from that last month, which was negative. Actually, it went back down a little bit, but that's also because I had money in stocks instead of in my accounts earning interest. So that's what that was. But I talked about that last month. So I was expecting a bit of a jump up this time. So yeah, that's what I predicted for that. As for the total sort of net worth, I predicted a 4% increase, which would equal that to about $126,828, which would get me to 13.77% increase from that number all the way up to that. So predicted 4%. Then the reason for that sort of a big projection is obviously this month is one of 2 months, or well, this month being March, was one of 2 months this year that I will have gotten 3 paychecks in a month, because I usually get 2 paychecks per month, but there's 2 months out of the year where I get 3 paychecks. I think the next one is like in August or something. So, but this one I had 3 paychecks, so I was expecting a big amount coming in this time. So I was hoping for at least 4% increase. So yeah, let's I guess get right to it and see our results. So I've been pretty good with these predictions so far. Let's see, the January and February ones, I got them both those times. So I was 4 for 4 so far. And now for the month of March, starting with the passive income, this is the first time we've missed one of our estimates. We only went up about 2.05%, which equals out to $414.90. So we did Um, not we were $5.10 short, so we missed on the estimate. So we kind of failed. I kind of failed there. So which is pretty disappointing actually. Even though it's not much. So the bad news is obviously we missed it. But the good news is that we still did get an all-time high. My previous high was $412.02, and so we went up. This is $2.88 higher, so a new all-time high. Can't really complain about that, but obviously still a little less than I was expecting. And then also the fact that if I did have to miss on something, I'm glad it was the passive income, because at the end of the day, a difference of $5.10 isn't the end of the world. So glad it was on this one. And obviously when it comes to like the net worth one, that one has a lot more impact. So we were a little over 1% short now. Why did this happen? Why did I come up short? It was sort of a calculation error on my part. And it really just has to do with the month of February. Since February is is usually a shorter month. My accounts that I have that earn interest, they pay out on the same day each month. So it'll earn interest from say the one is like on the 29th, so it earns interest from January 29th to February 29th. And then from the next cycle is February 29th to March 29th, and it kind of does that. So with February being a shorter month, there was less days for it to earn interest. Usually, since months are either 30 or 31 days, I'm either making 30 or 31 days of interest, whereas this one, there was only 29 days between months. So I kind of lost out on a day or two of earning interest, and that kind of adds up. In the CD that I have that earns interest, I make about $5 per day in interest on that. So the difference between 31 days and 29 days of interest, that's $10 right there. And then when you add, another day or two of interest on the other accounts that I have as well, that adds up to, more than maybe $20 of difference. So that's the mistake I made. I didn't really think about that. And then, I saw the total number. I was like, wait, that seems weird. But it's right. I just didn't take into account the days. It is kind of just a unique issue with February, since all the other months will be 30 or 31 days. But that's just something that I overlooked. So still disappointing to say that we missed on this estimate here. The goal we had set, but it was kind of a unique circumstance that kind of caused us to mess up. But it's still something that I overlooked, and I need to do better on next time, and just watch out for little things like that. And it's good to make this mistake on something like this, where the difference is $5 versus on something more important. So, kind of just a little good lesson for me to not overlook anything. So now we're 4 for 5 on these estimates throughout the year. So, kind of disappointing though. I was expecting the month of March to obviously to be a really great month, and right away we've missed on our first sort of projection here. So not off to a great start, but still an all-time high though. So still making progress. But let's get right to the net worth, which is where I really made up for it. I don't really know what to say about this. New all-time high jump. I went up 6.14% this month. Unbelievable. I really did not think I would. I was thinking maybe 5% if I was lucky, but I was not expecting this number, which is even more than the great month we had in February, plus the sort of classification change and the money that I have in the stocks that I added, and that only got up to 6.05. and we just beat that entirely. Obviously, having 3 paychecks helped. Obviously, that was the only reason I was able to do that, but still, unbelievable. I could not be more happy about that. So, up 6.14%, we got up to $129,442. Obviously, our projection was $126,828. So that's, what's that, over $2,600 more or something. So just completely blew it out of the water. In total, up 16.11% year to date from the very beginning to this number. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Huge success this month. Really, just yeah. And these first 3 months of this year have been absolutely insane. 3.14% here, 6.05% in February, and now 6.14%. This for sure. I said this time would probably be the highest increase I'd ever see in a month, but I just managed to edge it out here, and yeah, this one will definitely be the highest that I will ever see, unless something crazy happens, like I make a ton of money off a stock or something. But because yeah, look at this. This is an increase of what? I don't even know. $7,500 or something. I don't even know. Something like that. So yeah, but regardless, 16.1% up year to date, looking great. Yeah, these first 3 months have been incredible. January was a good one, up over 3%, and then back-to-back 6% months. Just unreal. Probably my best stretch ever right here financially in my life. So doing really, really well to start the year. Yeah, I guess there really isn't much more to say. But yeah, we just got to keep up the momentum. But yeah, that's really all I got to say about that. So let's get into some predictions. And so we had, for the month of March, we had one kind of disappointment with the passive income and one completely overachieved one on the net worth. So for these predictions, I'm going very bold with these predictions. I'm going to be a little risky with these. So the April predictions for the passive income, I am predicting $440, which is a 6.05% increase. Kind of crazy. Says we missed on our last one and got $414. I'm predicting $440 on this one. So yeah, kind of a gutsy call here, but I'm sticking with it. And the reason why is sort of the same reason that I did poorly on this last one for the month of March. Since all these days I only had 29 days of earning interest on my accounts. That's why the month of March was so low. From March to April, every single one of my accounts will be earning interest for 31 days. So that gives me 2 more days on each account to earn interest. And like I said, my CD earns me about $5 per day. And with an extra 2 days, that'll give me $10, which would put me up to, let's say, $424. And then my other accounts, my bank accounts, I forget what it was. I can't remember the number off the top of my head how much they earn per day, but I think it's probably like even if it's $5. No, it wouldn't be $5. Maybe 4. Well, yeah, it might be like about $4 per day. So those would give me $8 each. So that's another $16. So 16 plus the $10 is plus $26, which 414 plus 26 is 440. So with those extra days now, I think I can do that. And I kind of mentioned this in the past that I think April's going to be the best month for passive income, and I think that's going to hold true here. This is going to be such a huge record, I think, unless I'm overlooking something again, but I don't think I am. So I'm going to stick with this, and this will probably be, this might be the highest that I'll ever have per month, at least for this year, probably. The month of May, there's a chance it could go up, but maybe not. I don't really know yet. Haven't looked that far ahead, but I think this will be probably my best month for the year in passive income, and hopefully should be a huge bounce back from the disappointment of this last one. So that's that. As for the net worth, obviously the first 3 months we had huge successes, up 3%, and then back-to-back months up 6%. And this month I'm making another gutsy call, gutsy prediction here. Going to be a little risky, but I'm going to try my best to do it. And I am going to try and make a whopping 0.5% this month. Okay, that is the correct number. I am going for 0.5%, which would put me to 16.69% year to date. As you can see here, it's an improvement of around $600-ish. That's the goal. And obviously it looks kind of weird, up 3%, up 6, up 6, and then up just a tiny bit. So you might be wondering why that is. This month may be the worst month for me. At least that I can think of. December might be close, but as of right now, I think this might be one of the worst months for me for paying bills and stuff like that. I got a lot of stuff to pay for this month. So quite a bit of expensive stuff. So I think I'm probably going to have probably somewhere between, I think I estimated it out to just under $3,000 worth of expenses. Probably I think the total was $2,900 or something that I came out to. But obviously, I think I'm going to hopefully save a little bit of money on each sort of some things so that I could lower that amount a bit. And, so, I just got a lot of stuff to pay for this month. And I think my hours at work, I was kind of worried I was going to lose some hours here, so I wouldn't make as much money. So that's how I went off that with the predictions of me working less. But I think I'm going to be working quite a bit more. So I think my paycheck should be a bit bigger, hopefully, which if that happens, then I should definitely be able to beat this projection here. But that's the goal. So obviously we had a super strong start, but I think it's going to kind of taper off here these next 2 months. Just trying to, this month is really just going to be adding a little bit, as much as I can, to buffer up this number for the month of May, because I am planning to make my big sort of retirement fund payment in May, which is $5,008. So that month is going to be a big drop. So this is just kind of to act as a little buffer here, just to, if I can get an extra 0.5% or maybe somehow even 1%, that will still help kind of soften the blow for the next month of May. But that's the projection. Obviously, a lot less than these last ones, but I still think if I can at least hit that, I'll be happy, and anything more would be great. So that's that. And now the goals update for these other goals. Past 400 passive income. Obviously, I beat that in January, and now we could potentially hit $440, which would be absolutely insane. I was worried I wasn't going to hit 400 this month, and now I just managed to blow that out of the water. So that's that. Going towards 140,000, 140,000 by the end of the year. We're up to 129,000. So great progress so far, but obviously this doesn't take into account the fact that I'm going to pay out $5,800 of those to my one retirement fund. So we're going to see a big drop from that, but then hopefully after that we can sort of pick back up and keep going. So 100 shares of SCHX. I had an amazing month for picking up shares of these. We're all the way up to 53 shares, which is over halfway. So we got 47 more to go. Obviously, yeah, we're over halfway, and we're only a quarter of. Yeah, we're 53% done, and we're only 25% through the year. So, we're doing good on that. That goal is really looking achievable right now. I think when I averaged it out, it comes out to I would need six shares each month, and I would get well over 100. So that's kind of my minimum goal as of right now. Obviously, I'm still going to try and be aggressive and get more of these as much as I can, as early as I can. So if I have the money for it, I will buy more up now. But yeah, making great progress on that. And then for my retirement account, obviously I was saving up to get the $5,800 to hopefully pay out in May. And we are $17 away, so we'll be finishing that up here with the next paycheck. So that's going to be another goal complete right there. This one we're making great progress on. This one, I still don't know if we're actually going to do it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that is it, basically. Yeah, that's it for this video. That's the March recap. Obviously, yeah, that's how it worked out. Passive income, we kind of made a mistake on, so we missed on that one. We're 5 for 6 in total on these projections. This is the only one we've missed so far, so little disappointment there, but I'd say this definitely made up for it with the gain on the net worth. Best month I'll ever see for sure. So super happy with this start to the year. But yeah, then our predictions for April. Big increase, all-time high here, like crazy. And then the future is a little unknown, so we'll take a look at that at the end of April, in the April recap. And then this, kind of a poor month here in April, but I'm still hoping to make some profits. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys for the next one at the end of April. Obviously, Shogai Shinra, I don't think it'll be out by then. I'm assuming not, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I get a bunch of time and work on it a lot. But yeah, otherwise look forward to the next video. Yeah, so I'll keep you updated on anything, and yeah, that's that. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.